So within a movement, oftentimes it's the loudest voices that are the most insufferable and the most ignorant. And within the LGBTQ spectrum, if you will, one person that embodies that is Lily Tino, a biological male who went by the name Nick that now goes by she, her pronouns, and has over 400,000 followers on TikTok. And what makes Lily insufferable is that for starters, anytime they get misgendered, they make a show out of it.
Hi. I use she, her pronouns. I'm not sir. It's like a knife in the heart. I did specifically ask ahead of time not to be called sir. Yeah, I'm just going to go. Yeah, the Sweetwater starts at,
Yes,
okay,
sir?
not,
I'm so sorry. I apologize.
it's just always like a knife. It always hurts every single time. I was wondering if there's a manager I could talk to about something that happened. Yeah, I was called sir. Oh, okay. It just really sucks every time it happens. Sorry about that. I don't need to be called ma'am. I just need to not be called sir, you know? Thank you. Did you call me sir? I just want to tell you that the person who gave me this called me sir. It's just like, it kind of just hurts a lot to get called sir.
Oh, sorry about that.
That is fancy looking. Cool.
The bottom is from Thailand.
Cool. Ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Sorry, my bad. And the middle one is from India. It's the papadom or the gingerbread chutney.
Okay.
And the third is from Brazil.
Thank you. It just like totally sucks the joy out of this bread tower. Makes me want to immediately like leave because I no longer feel like safe here. It's like, oh, my guard now has to be up. We should be able to go places and not have to worry. I don't think I really want this bread tower, actually. I think I'd rather have the check, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I think that's the training. We're supposed to say friend or just not use gendered language. Nothing was wrong with bread. I just don't want it anymore. Just because they apologize doesn't mean she doesn't feel sad or offended. Yeah. Exactly, right? Like, if you've accidentally ever hurt someone and say, I'm so sorry, it was an accident, do you expect them to be like, oh, it was an accident? Of course, no problem whatsoever. All of that hurt is now undone. That's not how it works.
Sorry about what happened.
It's okay. I would love to pay for the drink, please.
No, the drink is on me too, so...
You don't have, are you sure?
You're good, yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
It's like, dude, I get that it can be frustrating, but not everybody can tell that you're she, her, especially when you have a manly voice like that. And it's like, how much of a diva do you have to be able to get free drinks because of the emotional distress of being misgendered? Literally screaming internally when that mistake happens. Like, I forgot that you can just correct him, accept their apology at face value, and be on your way. But no, Lily is one of the most insufferable influencers. And so when Lily called out a group of kids for misgendering them, it was funny to see their reaction.
Sir. I am not sir. Do you want to say that to the camera?
Me right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no.
No, go ahead. You just called me a man. Don't be a coward. Don't be a coward. Yeah, you're a coward. Come on over. Say what you got to say to me. Oh, you don't want to call me a man to my face? Come on over. What do you got to say? What do you got to say about transgender people?
I didn't know you were trans.
Yeah, go ahead.
You didn't know he was trans.
Go ahead.
I did not know this man was trans. Wait, what do you go by?
There's a lot of people watching.
The real question is, it doesn't matter if you're transgender or not. Are you with that? Are you with the people that march and be like, "We're coming for your kids"? That's when it gets bad. Oh, you need to stay up.
What's your name?
Me? I'm K.
K?
K.
K-A-Y?
K-A-Y.
Okay, and what's your name?
I don't have to give you any of my information.
You certainly don't. What's your
My
name?
name's JJ, and is y'all thing a quote? It's like LGBTTL quote or something.
And look, maybe talking about Lily indoctrinating kids was a little bit much, and they could have provoked Lily, but from what we do see, one of them called Lily sir, and as they were trying to walk away, Lily called them cowards. And then they got on camera and showed that not only were they not cowards, they said what a lot of people have been thinking when it comes to this transgender cult-like behavior. I mean, Lily has been their own worst enemy, and giving people a hard time for misgendering has been the worst of their transgressions. As they went to Disney, first documenting how they made Disney World trans by teaching people about they-them pronouns, bringing gender-neutral language, teaching about estrogen, which if that isn't weird enough, they filmed themselves at Disney where there are children explaining transgender surgery using cake pops.
I'm gonna get banned from Disney. I swear we're about to get banned from Disney. Last summer, I got my cake pops removed, and the plan up until recently was to get my marshmallow wand reconfigured into a marshmallow tunnel. Unfortunately, a few weeks ago, I noticed some hair regrowth on my marshmallow wand. That's bad because the outside of the wand is what becomes the inside of the tunnel, so you don't want hair growing there or else it's very uncomfortable. That being said, it is still happening. We're just not sure when it's happening. Hair removal is a fickle thing and it's really hard to predict when it will finish. But my hair removal technician thinks it will be before the end of the year. So, fingers crossed.
and corn dogs.
I think Disney's going to ban me for this one. My corn dog is still intact. I'm not happy about that, but sadly it takes a long time to turn a corn dog into a inverted corn dog. I do hair removal every week for 2 hours straight. It is not fun or easy, but once that is finally done, hopefully by the end of the year, they are going to take my corn dog, they are going to cut it down the middle. They will then take off the outer lining of the corn dog, like so, flip it inside out, and make something of a tunnel. This tunnel will then become, well, now you might be asking why I would do this or why anyone would do this. It sounds not fun. Our corn dogs do serve a purpose, but at the end of the day, I just don't like having it. It's not me. I look at it in the mirror and it's like, can we do something about that? And it turns out we can. But until then, I am making the most of my final days with my corn dog. Farewell to this thing that has served me not very well, but is what I was born with. It did its duty. RIP.
And it's funny how they said they thought Disney would ban them for it, because the next stunt they pulled was taking mirror selfies, raking every single bathroom at Disney World with the reflections of people in the background. And because none of whom have given consent to be filmed or photographed, faces were not blurred, and the photos weren't edited to crop anyone out, at least 2 women have said they're preparing to take legal action. One of them being a mother whose child appeared in the background of the photos. There have also been petitions to have Lily banned from Disney World, and they could face up to 5 years in prison and a $5,000 fine under Florida's strict privacy statutes. And when all of that happened, there was no self-reflection.
Those Disney bathroom selfies got y'all real upset, huh? Saying, oh, Lily, you can't take selfies in the bathroom. It's not appropriate. Well, let me remind you that literally every celebrity you've ever enjoyed on screen has at one point taken a bathroom selfie. For example, any woman you ever meet has likely taken a photo in a public bathroom because we look cute and we want to document it. So what is different about me that I'm not allowed to take bathroom selfies? The easy answer here is, oh, Lily, you're a trans woman, so you get held to a different standard. And that is true. But people judge trans women differently depending on how well they pass. If you pass, that means you don't look trans. I know that I don't pass. Trust me, I know. But passing privilege is a real thing. There are some trans women out there who, no matter how hard they try, will never be able to pass. Do those trans women deserve to be treated differently? No. They should be able to take bathroom selfies too.
Now, I love how self-aware Lily is to at least realize that they don't pass as a woman, which begs the question for me. If you realize that you would not pass, well, then why do you get your panties in a bunch every time somebody mistakenly misgenders you? Why do you feel the need to film that interaction and talk about how much of a gut punch that was? It's like part of me feels they know that these other celebrities can take bathroom selfies without issue, not because they're not trans, but it's because all those examples that were shown don't have people in the background. And I think Lily knows that and is just a self-absorbed narcissist who not only pretends to play dumb on one breath, but then mocks the entire situation.
I am suing Lily Tino for emotional distress. Last week, I was in Disney World in the women's bathroom with my child. And when I walked into the bathroom, there was Lily Tino taking pictures in the bathroom mirror. And she turned to me and said, hey, let me get your face in this picture. And I said, no, thank you. But then she took the picture anyway of me and my kid, and I felt this really weird feeling. And I looked down at my kid, and my kid got turned into a corn dog. Lily Tino turned my kid into a corn dog. And then she looked at me and said, oh, that'll be great for a video. Can I use your corn dog kid to explain bottom surgery? And I was about to say no, but then J.K. Rowling walks in and says, I'm here to defend real women. But of course, Lily Tino pulls out her wand and starts using transgender magic. But J.K. Rowling was ready and pulled out her wand, and they did the thing where the spells go like... But J.K. Rowling was really smart and used a misgendering spell on Lily, and Lily got banished to the Shadow Realm. Then J.K. Rowling turned to me and said, don't worry, if you get banished from the Shadow Realm, you are also banned from Disney. So you don't have to worry about Lily Tino anymore. But you should probably still sue her for emotional distress. And then she turned my kid from a corn dog back into a kid, and we high-fived and took a bathroom selfie to celebrate.
And not that it wouldn't make what she's doing bad, but the point is Lily having some level of self-awareness makes what they're doing 100 times worse. It makes it malicious. I could have some level of sympathy if they were disconnected from reality, but this brings any goodwill I have down to zero. And it also brings up the point of having empathy, because while doing and saying all of this, they claim people don't understand what they're going through.
I am Lily Tino. I am not a man. And I have the right to use any women's restroom, including those at Disney. You only see the surface, but you never care about what I've been through. In 2020, when I found out my wife was cheating, my world collapsed. I began to doubt myself and everything around me, and that's when I embarked on a path that would completely transform my life. But you don't understand that this isn't escape, it's rebirth. I am willing to look in the mirror, and I am willing to stand in the sunlight as myself. I enter women's restrooms because that is my space. I wear rainbow Mickey Mouse ears, not for performance, but to tell the world I will no longer hide. You fear me because I live more authentically than you. I am not a monster. I am Lily, and I am living for myself.
Now look, I will say that we don't know what Lily is going through. If you get cheated on, that's gotta be tough. But what that doesn't entitle you to do is live for yourself to the point where you're a menace to others. And it's the fact that Lily guises that under living authentically that people hate them. And they step on the toes of those people who would be in their corner, one of them being Jeffree Star, makeup artist, cosmetics creator, and influencer with also a considerable following on social media, whom given their appearance, you might expect them to be into all that woke crap, but in fact has called out everything from pronouns.
I'm not into all the other bullshit.
What other bullshit?
The they and them.
Yeah.
And all that extra shit that we added during the pandemic because everyone was so bored on their fucking houses. They just started to make up more shit. That's where the conservatives like me because I'm just real.
Yeah, you do have a conservative
you're not
vibe
they
to
and
you.
them. You're trans, male, or you're female.
And you're
And
standing on
people
that.
get so mad when I say that. How are you a they? What the does that mean? It's stupid is what it is.
Yeah.
But you need someone like me that looks like me to say it. Because if you say it, it turns into you're homophobic. You hate trans people. You hate gays. And it's just how you feel. You don't hate anyone. You just think it's stupid.
To biological men and women's bathrooms.
This new world where these people want to go into the women's bathroom with your guys' children, and we're gonna think that this is okay. You can be whoever the fuck you want to be, but this person, imagine all the mothers in the chat right now. Imagine you are a mother with children, and you're at Disneyland, and this thing comes in the women's restroom? Are you out of your fucking mind? But I'm a woman, look, I'm wearing a dress. Huh? All my parents in the chat, do you want this person in the women's restroom? I don't, and I'm a male. And society is trying to make that acceptable. In what world was I born in?
And has recently on a podcast called Lily Tino Out specifically.
Nowadays, we have grown men with beards wearing dresses going into the women's restroom. When I was younger, any normal person that felt like they were born in the wrong body was trying to be passable. And they were really wanting to live their life as a woman. And if you really think psychologically you were born in the wrong body, unfortunately, it's like a mental illness. But people hear illness and they just have a full spiral. So this new age of weirdos and predators trying to pretend they're trans or pretend they're this and harm women and children, that's my issue. So there is this piece of shit named Lily Tino who is pretending to be trans and recently went into the women's restroom at Disneyland. Disneyland's for children, and the camera's rolling. I'm sorry, there's a 7-year-old that just walked behind you. Why the f are you in a little training bra and lipstick, clearly with a man's voice, in the women's restroom filming? Rage bait, attention, these things did not exist 10 years ago. And I think that we should be protecting women and children at all costs these days with so many weirdos out there on the internet.
And that wasn't the only time Jeffree has used choice words for Lily Tino.
Lily Tino, that thing should be put down. Lily Tino is a very, very, very mentally ill male. Lily Tino went in the restroom at Disneyland with little girls in it and filmed a video. Who tries to do rage bait content and go to Disneyland and film a video in the restroom? We all know adults love Disneyland, but Disneyland was made for children. Parents take their kids there all day long. These people are creeps. Lily Tino needs to be castrated and put in prison.
And aside from having a good head on his shoulders in the sense that he has a grip on reality, I respect Jeffree Star for the fact that he's not afraid to piss off his own side, not just on this trans issue, but in other areas of politics. Because for starters, when Roe v. Wade was overturned, Jeffree was in shock and disbelief. But at the same time, when Charlie Kirk was murdered, he spoke an unexpected truth.
Charlie Kirk was just shot and is now passed away while he was debating at the Utah Valley College. Like, what is going on, dude? Are you fucking kidding me right now? If you watch me daily, we don't really get political in this room. We're all about positivity, makeup, sarcasm, jokes, trolling, clapping back, being fun. Okay? This is a grown man who went all around our country debating people of all walks of life, walks of religion, walks of sexuality. He debated everybody. Charlie Kirk has passed away. If you're just clicking my live stream, I'm in a state of shock right now. He was a conservative debater that I respected because he provoked thoughts. He challenged people's I can't speak, I'm so shaken right now. Ideologies. He respectfully would talk and challenge anybody. It's not about who you voted for. It's not about your political beliefs. This is a human being, you guys. Why did I respect him? Because he knows reality. He encouraged everyone to speak about their beliefs, whether he believed them or not. I am horrified. I am devastated. And I cannot believe I'm sitting here 6 hours away from a crime scene. Like, Utah's just right down there. He's just a couple hours away. And he was doing a debate at a college in front of thousands of people, and his daughter was there. And he was just taken out. I don't know how to process it right now. I'm like so sick.
And receive backlash for it.
Jeffree, what happened to you as a consequence of that going viral?
So about 100,000 people have unfollowed me this week for speaking about Charlie, the entire thing. I can't believe so many people in America are cheering and praising his death. It's honestly disgusting. So do I agree with everything he's ever said? Of course I don't. But I loved a lot of what he said, and it resonates with me. So I don't care about the following. It's not about that. I just had to speak my mind.
Which to me is like an example of don't judge a book by its cover. I know people like Lily Tino make it very easy to look at people who are dressed flamboyantly and paint them with a broad brush, but they're not a monolith. And look, I get that there are not so level-headed people out there who we will never see eye to eye with on anything, but at the end of the day, many of us are also just out there looking for truth. We may disagree on what that truth actually is, but I hope that we could come together more like we used to and maintain civility. And Jeffree Star, to me, seems to embody just that. But guys, I want to thank you all for watching this video as always, and if you appreciated my commentary, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to this channel, hopefully I've earned your subscription. Here's some more videos for to watch in the meantime. Until next time, peace out.